quick stop is over. The game is too realistic, bro. It's too realistic, bro. It's not even arcadey no more, bro. Everything is real. So everything is going back to 2K20. I'm talking about, this what it's about. It's about 2K20 now, bro. It's giving me 2K20, what you call it, bro? Mario!
See, that shit just needs to be patched, bro, straight up, man. Like, this dude, Mario literally has a 95 fucking 3. Like, there's just no reason. It's just too realistic at this point. Put it up! Hey! Fuck, man! This shit is too realistic.
Oh God, Flight, that's why you're missing all your shots. Just like,
bitch.
You haven't hit any shots in
Like
your
you're fucking testing
This shit is realistic.
You gonna get all your fucking
Got Mario, you fucking shitter! Like, no! Mario can't.
Let's go! Fuck!
Right, my bad. That's my bad.
It should not take this long to score.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
Shut up.
Hey, so watch your fucking mouth.
This is AD streamer playing 2K23. Yo, hey, yo, hey, that's real. I'm glad he being cool about it, bro. That's realistic. Yo, this is your boy Nick's Trait 8, and I'm back with the video. As you see, my ugly mug is here again. But nah, this, as you guys seen in the previous clips, my question is to you guys, is 2K23 TOO real? Are we being serious here now, man? Look, honestly, 2K is not arcadey anymore, right? You can't left to right, you can't zigzag, you can't just hit fades on command, you don't hit whites. I hear the community. Shoot, I'll be mad as hell that I'm missing shots, you know what I'm saying? As you see here, I'm in the gym working on my jumper, trying to figure out the best jumper. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out my release. But my first thing here that I want to talk about is we as a community, number one, me, Flight, as you've seen in the clips, EJ as well too, and other YouTubers as well, not AD, you know, shouts out to AD. And also those, before I go in, shouts out to EJ, no disrespect to EJ or Flight or any YouTubers that said it's too realistic. But stop being hypocrites. We all asked for the game to be more realistic and cheesy shit to stop going in. Now, what's happening is, number one is you're being exposed. You're being exposed to a certain extent, and I think we all are, because we all relied on the cheese to score or to do whatever we do to a certain extent. And just to be honest, that's not skilled. That's not skilled basketball. That's not skilled gameplay. You're not comp because you can abuse going around screens, and then once he gets sucked into the screen, you can make a fade. That's not real basketball. That's not comp. And again, what EJ, Flight, and other people, basketball players, don't understand. Yes, your excuse can be, oh, it's a video game. This game literally says on the licensing, read it. Actually read the game. Actually read what 2K calls themselves in the NBA sphere. They call themselves a simulation basketball game that emulates real basketball. Let me just pause and make you guys think about that. This is not NBA Street Volume 1 or 2. This is not none of these games, NBA Jam, where arcade shit happened. We had an era in our childhood. If you didn't get to play those games, I'm sorry. We had an era to where arcade games were out. Whether it was basketball, NFL Street, other arcade games existed, and those were a fun time when I was young. But I'm a grown-ass man. I don't want to see people doing crazy shit on the court that I can't guard, and it has nothing to do with me being comp or not being able to guard it. It's ridiculous to a certain extent. And yes, do I get frustrated when I miss open shots and I don't hit whites? Absolutely. But I'm not sitting here crying over it like, oh my gosh, I can't shoot. The game, basketball in real life and in this game, is mirroring each other. It takes time to learn a skill. Any skill. It takes time to learn your jump shot. It takes time to learn how to dribble. It takes time to learn how to maneuver games. All these basketball players that you see in this gym, virtual reality in real life, They didn't become basketball successes overnight. And I think with video games, we get confused with, oh, because we can buy a player, build a player, we should be able to have access and do everything real quick. No, if you want to do that, go to Play Now. You get all the characters fully upgraded. Go to Play Now, go to My Team. That's where you get all maxed out. But if you're starting from the ground up, especially in these modes, there's some type of grind that has to be there. And it's kind of weird that some of the people in the 2K community, especially who I showed you in the video clips, are being hypocritical. You know, like, I've seen Flight on numerous occasions, and then this is not me going at Flight. I fucks with Flight. I love Flight. Entertaining dude, right? Wholesome dude even, and EJ too. But it's like, I've seen numerous of times I've watched you guys streams or other people's streams. You know what I'm saying? Other YouTubers complain about left to righting, or complain about zigzagging, or complain about the very cheese. And no disrespect to Mario's mindset. Like, I fuck with him, one of the coolest silent creators I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? But Mario's mindset is a left to righter. That's just what it is. Maybe he's not a toxic one because he knows how to maneuver around stuff, but he's a left to righter. And Flight low-key gets carried because of his movement and getting open and making timely passes. That's their game. So 2K in a sense has patched that and says you actually have to have skill and IQ to win. So in a way, Mario is patched and he can't just green threes and green contested shots all the time. Now he has to time it. Now he has to think about shot quality. Now he has to think about spacing in certain areas. Now he can't just move, like I tell you guys, east to west. Now he has to go downhill or he's not going to be able to score, because all you have to do is keep a man on him and switch. Because he's never going to the rim. Never. It's easy. I played them before. It's easy. It's not hard to beat Flight because he has a big, stationary big that doesn't shoot threes. Flight, no disrespect, you're just one-on-one, you're not really a threat. You can hit open jump shots here and there and get hot, but one-on-one, he's containable. And then Mario's the deadly guy who carries. He's the guy who carries. So that's where it's like, if you shut off the left to righting that Mario does, which a lot of you guys used to do, with whether it's left to right or left to right fades or getting hit with brick wall, that was your cheese. Or even slashers. Guys just slashing with no penalty, just dunking on everybody. And now it's a little bit more difficult to get to the lane. Now you actually have to use screens. Now you actually have to use angles. Now you actually have to pick your spots. Now as a big, you can't just score and just post hook people to death. It has to be a positional move. It has to actually be functional, and it actually has to make sense. I don't know why that horn went off crazy as hell. But again, this is just some background gameplay of me playing the game. You know, I'm playing some events. Don't mind me, right? But look, I just don't understand the community being hypocrites about what they've asked for years. You know, we all know 2K21 was trash. That was an arcade game. The funny thing is, I'm calling you guys out. 2K21 was arcade at its finest. But did anybody like it?
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Nobody liked it. Nobody liked 2K21. Not nobody. Not Flight, not EJ, not me, not Aiden, not Duke, not Agent, not nobody liked that game. So why are we complaining about the arcade elements in games? It doesn't make any sense at all. Like, on one end, we had the game that was extremely arcade, no defense, score at will. On another end, we had 2K20 that was one of the more sound defensive games. Yes, the slashing and hop stepping was OP, but it was good, but people were saying that game was boring. And then on the other end, 2K22 was average and not super exciting, but people said, oh, it's not flashy enough. It's like, what do you want 2K22 or 2K23, what I'm speaking on, what do you want it to be? Do you want to be allowed to play good defense and people not score just on bullshit? Or just admit, and I'm talking to the community as a whole, just admit, maybe you were using the cheese to a certain extent. Maybe you were using the cheese to score. Maybe you were okay with spam dribbling, because this dribbling is hard. It's hard to master. It's hard to maneuver. I get it. I'm with you. I'm with y'all. I'm not attacking y'all. It's hard to shoot. I'll be like, goddamn, Mike Wing. Goddamn. But you can't complain. We asked for competition. We asked for it. I know I did on every video I made. I know I did. So I'm holding myself accountable. But the difference between me and you guys, I'm not complaining about it. I'm okay with grinding and learning my build and working on adjustments. So to say this game is
it's too realistic. It's too realistic.
just be honest, what you really mean is you can't spam certain movements anymore. You can't hit whites because you don't want to put in the work to time your shot. You want shit to be done for you. Didn't you originally play 2K because of its better competition in live? Didn't you play 2K because it was a better sounding, more functional game than live? Didn't we play NBA 06 and other modes because they had great story modes, great storytelling? That was the first game with a green release. They were innovative. They took chances. I think in this 2K23, 2K is actually doing that. Now, is everything perfect? No. No, it's not. The story modes and the rapping, I hate the rap cutscenes. No disrespect to J. Cole. That shit is annoying. I do not like that shit. Shout out to Bash, J. Cole, and all the other rap characters, but 2K needs to stop doing that. I just want a normal basketball storyline. All that rap career and fashion designer shit. I don't want to be Russell Westbrook, bruh. I don't. I'm sorry. I just don't. But that's just a minor rant. But anyways, we got to hold ourselves accountable as a community. We can't sit here and say it's too realistic when we complain for years on end about cheese and guys not playing real and post hooks and left to riders and slashers who abuse the slashing abilities. It's damn near ridiculous. And another thing on Flight, not to get on him, because like I said, I like the guy. Funny dude, makes great content, wholesome guy. But it's like for years, you've been able to get away with making whites, not being comp, relying on Mario to make threes. All that. Now, Flight, you actually have to become a better basketball player. Get your ass in my career and learn your build. Learn how to shoot. Learn your release. Practice your release. Don't always get on the park. Get into some games and do it. But again, you're rich. You don't have a job, Flight. So you can actually practice your build. What's the excuse? You just don't want to? Just say you're lazy. You don't want to do it. You just want to come on, be able to play casually, and that's what it is. And that's what I want you guys to admit. Just admit you're all casual players. You're not comp. I'm comp. I don't care about losing games because I'm cool with the grind. I'm Damian Lillard, at least when it comes to 2K23. But I'm cool with the grind. I'm cool with figuring it out. I don't need to win 80% of my games. I'm 100% cool with taking L's because that's basketball. If you've ever been to LA Fitness or whatever gym you go to, you don't win every pickup game. Are you competitive? Do you want to win? Yes, but you're going to miss jump shots if you don't shoot right. You're going to get your shot blocked if you go in there with that weak, soft-ass shit. You're going to get shit talked to you if you're not ready to play physical. You know what I'm saying? It comes with the territory. Now, if you go in there being soft like, why don't you guys leave me open? Why don't you guys let me cut to the basket? They're going to look at you crazy as hell. Like, what the hell is wrong with this nigga? And I applied this same ideology to 2K. Why do you guys want to be able to cheese a little bit, but then want 2K to make a sound game? How does that make any logical sense? It's too real. Are y'all serious? Basketball is not an easy sport. It's not. You won't normally have open jump shots. And even if you do, you gotta aim it right. Your elbow gotta be in. You know what I'm talking about. You gotta take advantage of being open. You don't just make a shot because you're open. And that's the biggest problem I have with this community. Oh, because I'm open, I have to make a shot. No, you don't. It's not handed to you. So stop saying it's too realistic. We asked for this, especially after 2 dud games in 21 and 18 and some other games. Like, stop. It's just really like annoying. Y'all gonna get this game patched and then y'all gonna be complaining it's no defense. Then y'all gonna be complaining it's too easy again. Like I said, it's kind of like this American thing with us. We want to complain about shit all day instead of being appreciative. Let's be appreciative as a community that we have video games to play, that we have things we can critique, that we have things that for some of you blessed YouTubers, you get to make money off of video games. Because it's not a God-given right. It's not a birthright for you to be able to play a video game and do that. What if there was none of that involved? What if our government was strict and you can't play video games, bro? I think we forget that and we take shit for granted and we think we're owed some shit. We're not. All of this shit is our opinion. Let's have fun and be grateful. Let's stop being picky and naggy about just some of this weak ass shit. I'm okay if I miss jumpers. I'm okay if I get blocked. I'm okay if I get stripped. Yes, does it make me mad? Yes. And it's all comedy. It's all entertainment. But I'm not about to sit here and cry to Mike Wang. Shout out to Mike Wang. I'm not in 2K Sports and say, hey, make the game easier for me. I want to make open. No, don't make the game easier for me. I love a challenge. I want to learn and master this shit so I can really be good at this game. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to be able to do. So I had to talk to you guys about that because it was kind of irritating me. And that's why I gave you guys clip of proof of what I've been seeing and hearing. It's annoying. Like, just play the game and learn it. Take some time. Like I said, on the other hand, you guys complain the grind in 2K22 was too quick. It was easy to become a 40. It was too quick to do this and do that. Now 2K has answered what you guys said, and you still got something to say. It's like, give me a break, dog. This is one of the best games in several years that 2K has dropped. Like I said, in my opinion, 2K11, 15, and 16. I did not like 19 because of stretch bigs. I know some people like 19. I didn't like 19 because of that. And on top of that, 2K20 was great for me, and 2K22 was I wouldn't call it a bad game. So I just had to talk about that. Now let me hit on some more specific points, and I'm gonna get y'all out of here from looking at me. Okay, number one, is shooting hard? It's absolutely hard. I'm out here struggling. There's games I go 2 for 3 or 3 for 4, and then there's games I go 0 for 4, and I be like, God damn, I'm ass, I'm cheeks. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. It's humbling. It's humbling to miss wide open shots. It's humbling to miss time shit. But boo-hoo, that's real life too. You don't make every 3. Everybody's not Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it's just kind of like, what the hell are we doing? I just don't get it. And then another thing that I've seen, VC is hella expensive. I do agree with that. I do agree upgrading your character is too expensive. Doing certain things is too expensive. I 100% agree with that. I really, really do. You know, it's tough out there to make a build or a rebirth build, especially if you're not a professional content maker and you're not earning money off of this. I agree with you guys. So there's certain sentiments that I do agree with the community. It needs to be cheaper to get VC. It needs to be easier to get VC. And it needs to be easier to make multiple builds if you want to, because we've already spent out the gate $200, $300 just to get in this damn game, this pay to win shit. So I'm with you guys on that. But all in all, I didn't want this video to be too serious. Like I said, shout out to Flight, EJ, you know, all the creators, Mario's Mindset. Shout out to all you guys. No disrespect, not coming at y'all. I rock with all y'all. But all this, oh, it's too realistic, stop it. When you go out there and actually hoop, nothing's given to you. Just like when you was a kid and your uncle, he didn't let you score. He smacked that shit out of here. And that's what it is in this game. We getting smacked to reality. Maybe it's actually really hard to play ball. You think? Shit, if that was the case, LeBron James should have won a championship all day. He the biggest, he the tallest. No, it's actually a challenge. He has to go out there and actually hoop. He has to play. He has to use his teammates. He has to be healthy. All other elements come into it. And that's why I fell in love with basketball in the first place, and it became my favorite sport. It was the right mixture of challenges, love, beauty, etc. If you want to go play an arcade basketball game, NBA Jam still exists, my nigga. Go get a PS2 and get NBA Street Volume 2, Volume 1. Go get NFL Street. You will enjoy those games. I promise you. But this, let's not tank this game, please. So anyways, you guys, shout out to you guys. My channel's growing, it's getting better. Road to 300. All I ask you guys, subscribe, like the channel. That's it. I love you guys. Have a great Sunday. Have a great weekend. And I'm out.